Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how to get your first 1,000 email subscribers. So email subscribers, we do know that, when you look at it on a revenue basis, email still performs really well because overall you get to control the message, you get to control the audience, and nobody's going to take it away from you, right? So if you build your audience on Instagram or Facebook, for example, or YouTube, one of these channels, if they go bust, which is not likely, but if they go bust, you might lose everything, or they decide to shut you down or suspend you for a while, you might lose your revenue stream. So email is still really powerful, especially considering, the new technologies that are allowing you to segment and talk to people differently based on how they're behaving. So I guess one of the tips that I would have when it comes to getting your first email subscribers is to have a form of something Neil and I have been talking about, the content upgrade. So if you don't know what that is yet, Google the keyword content upgrade. Having a specific PDF, anything like a checklist or like resources that's related to the topic that you're talking about is going to increase your conversion rates on whatever you're writing. So if you're producing a lot of content, but you're not doing content upgrades and you're not using a tool like Lead Pages to help you deliver these content upgrades, you are missing out on collecting more subscribers. And then, previously Neil and I would have recommended doing pop-ups, but now that we have the mobile interstitial penalty that's in play now, you at least need to shut that off on mobile and possibly on desktop in the future. So that's something to pay attention to. Neil, what are some other ways to get 1,000 email subscribers?
Yeah, so I have a really simple strategy. When I first created my first blog, it didn't do well. That was Pronet advertising. And the way I ended up making it do okay in the long run was one strategy, social media marketing. So Dig, Reddit, StumbleUpon. And back then, people weren't really collecting emails. My second blog, QuickSprout, I learned all about email marketing and I did it way better. And I only have really one tactic, and this works extremely well. It requires you to spend money, but it's worth it. You don't have to spend much. Go find all the blogs in your space. Most of them aren't going to be competitive, even if they're trying to rank for the same terms or whatever it may be. They're not necessarily selling the same product or service that your business is selling. And what I would do is I would hit them up or list them out in order based on popularity. And the way you measure popularity is based on how many visitors they get from, let's say, Ahrefs or their Alexa rank. And then what I do is I look at how many comments are they getting per post. So you can take their 10 latest blog posts and say, all right, here's the average number of comments per post. And if you're lazy, you can just do the average comments per post, because the more comments, exclude trackbacks, just look at comments. The more comments per post someone gets, the more engaged audience they have. The more engaged audience they have, the more likely they are to take action when the writer or the blogger tells them to go and do something. So I just go look at the 10 most popular blogs in the space by comments, which is another way for looking at engagement. You can also look at social shares, but comments are the main one. And you go pay each of them a few $100 to $1,000 max. Usually a few hundred does the trick. And ask them to write about your new blog that just launched or your blog that just launched. And within there, they need to tell their readers to subscribe to your blog. And they link saying like subscribe to your blog, and it goes to a landing page on your blog where they can just put in an email address in exchange for an ebook or PDF or white paper. It works really well. I did this with QuickSprout. Within the first week of launching it, I had 1,000 email subscribers. That's how I did it. It's really simple, easy trick. Just tell people subscribe to my blog, right? If the bloggers write that, the most engaged ones, you'll have a popular enough blog.
All right, and another one is King Sumo Contest. So this is a plugin that you can use if you're using WordPress, but you can basically set a contest where people can opt in. So you might do some kind of, you can even start with a giveaway, for example, or a giveaway contest where you might offer a bunch of SEO books or a bunch of SEO tools, and whoever wins will get all those tools. Maybe you might have multiple entries, but the idea behind using a tool like this is that the more people share it, the more entries they're going to get, so they're more incentivized right? They do want more entries to win kind of what they're going for. But the word of caution here is you don't want to give away like an iPad or like something that everybody would want, right? Because then you're going to have a bunch of unqualified people. You're better off niching it down a little bit and focusing on something that your target audience would want. So really important to understand your personas before you do something like this, and you can run paid traffic at it, and it works. So another thing I can also say is we talked about quizzes in the past too. Using a tool like Lead Quizzes, so that's leadquizzes.com, you can create quizzes and get people to opt in, and especially in the health niche, you can see people collecting emails for 10 to 20 cents or so. They're just basically running Facebook traffic, and they understand their numbers for the funnel, their customer value. And then after people opt in, they know that if they can break even on the funnel, then they know in the back end they can start to push in more offers. So that's something that can be really, really profitable for building your list. And again, this is more of like a paid strategy. The thing that Neil recommended, I think certainly go with that if you don't have much of a budget to start with. You do have other options available to you as well, with using Facebook ads, for example. You can even use lead ads, even though the leads are less qualified. You can also do LinkedIn ads too, where people can do the one-click lead form fills. So a lot of different ways to skin a cat here. One final note I would leave you with on my side, at the very least, is using Edgar. So I've talked about Meet Edgar. That's meetedgar.com, and you can use that to schedule out your social messages over time without having to keep reposting the same thing over and over. This is assuming that you have a good backlog of content already and your stuff is evergreen, it's still relevant. Just keep posting it over and over, and then you can do the same thing where you're asking people to subscribe. You can have those messages repeat over and over, and that's $49 a month. Neil?
I pretty much don't have anything else. I know the one tactic that I gave works. It's the only thing I really do to get the first 1,000 subscribers. Works better than anything else I've ever tested.
All right, there you go. That's it for today's episode. We'll see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.